Good morning, everyone. Welcome to second day of our second week of Advent devotions. It's good to be able to share these thoughts with you, and just a reminder again about our return to church in person on Sunday. We're looking forward to seeing people back in the building again and worshipping together with you in person or online. The service will continue to be live streamed. And so trust that you'll be able to join us in some way on Sunday as we continue towards Christmas. Just a reminder again about keeping socially distanced whenever you do come, and also just a reminder as well about if you do have any symptoms, please don't come, stay at home, look after yourself, and take care. We are going through John's prologue to his gospel these mornings of this week, and let me just read to you from the bit that we read yesterday and then a little bit further on. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to bear witness about the light, that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light. I suppose a question that a lot of people think, or a lot of people ask themselves, is what will people think about me? I wonder if that question ever flits across your mind. What will people think of me? What will people think of me if I put my Christmas lights up too early? What will people think of me if I don't put my Christmas lights up in time? What will people think of me if I behave or do something which is sort of counter to the way people think I should or behave, or the sort of things I should do? Or what kind of pressures do other people around me put on me, or do I think they put on me to be the kind of person they want me to be? We're very concerned in our age about our status, about our popularity, about how well people think of us, and so we don't like to be embarrassed. We don't like to think that people think less of us because of something. John the Baptist, who's introduced in these verses 6 to 8 of John's Gospel, is not one of those people who really cares an awful lot about what other people think of him. We meet him in the Gospels as this strange, wild character coming in from the wilderness, this ascetic person who hasn't adjusted to the norms of society around him, who stands out like a sore thumb. He doesn't care about what people think about him. And he doesn't care about what people think about him because John has one concern. John the Baptist has one concern. And that is pointing people to the one that really matters, pointing people to the light. John the Baptist, in the course of his ministry, got a following together. People started to follow after John, thinking, I wonder, is this the one? Is he the promised one? He speaks with such authority, and he sounds like the sort of person that we should be following. And John himself said to them, no, there is someone coming after me whose sandals I am not worthy to untie. He is greater than me because although he's going to come after me, he was before me. John doesn't care what people think of him. In fact, when Jesus appears on the scene and some other disciples of John come to him, John points to Jesus and says, he's the one to follow, not me. John doesn't care about a following. He doesn't care about getting a big group together. He doesn't care about any of that. John's one concern is to point people to Jesus. And it's very easy in any sphere of life, but particularly in leadership, to start getting caught up in what people think of us, what people think of what we do or what we say. It's easy for me to get caught up in what people might think of me and what I do and what I say and how I dress or whatever. But that's not important. What is important is, what do people think of Jesus because of me? What do people think of Jesus as a result of my leadership, my ministry, my witness? And that's important for any of us who say that we're followers of Jesus. What do people think of Jesus because of you and because of me? Very easy for any of us to get caught up in what people think of us. But the question we should be asking ourselves, the question we should all be asking ourselves as followers of Jesus, is, what do people think of Jesus because of us? Are they drawn to him because of us? Do they want to know more about who this Jesus person is because of us? Are we taking the opportunities to point other people to him? In our workplaces, in our families, in our friendships, in the places that we find ourselves, are we more concerned about what people think of us? Or are we more concerned about what people think of Jesus because of us? This Advent season, as we prepare for Christmas, and as we go through this time and we deal with Christmas, which is different this year, where the pandemic makes everything different. For decades now, the church has been saying that if you strip it all away, that the centre of Christmas is really all about Jesus. Well, this year is our opportunity to demonstrate that. What will people think about Jesus this Christmas because of the way you and I celebrate? Because of the way you and I live out our hope? Because of the way you and I share our joy with those around us at the coming of Jesus? What will people think of Jesus this year, this Christmas, because of you and because of me? God bless.